On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
To a conversation that I'm having in my group chat with the gang, and in terms of what y'all talking about, telling friends business. No, I wouldn't want to do that either. Because say one of my dudes go out here and act a fool one night, start wilding. I tell her this. Now every time bro come around, it's awkward energy because she done took it personal, looking at bro bad because he done had a off night. No, I don't really want you hanging around like that type of shit. So now it's gonna breed, you know, a bit of dissension. And I feel like that's unnecessary. Bro had an off night. Again, it's just some shit that should just be left alone. Like I don't want to be privy to every conversation you having, and you shouldn't be privy to every single conversation that I'm having. But in terms of like cheating,
one at a time. I ladies gonna let the men chime in a little bit.
Nah, fuck that. First of all, I ain't talking to none of my homeboys about my chick. Not one of them. Not one of my homeboys is gonna know nothing that go on in my household.
You said what?
They still capping because look, watch this. If no matter what's going on, just say anything, something going on with your homegirl or whatever, right? And then your dude walk in the room. What you gonna do? Say I call you back, or hang up the phone, or walk to the other room? Like why? Why would it get to that point? Because if you don't trust that man to be part of that conversation, then you probably shouldn't even be with him.
And that's what I was saying. I said, if you feel like your partner going to talk about you bad, have your business out in the street, why are you with that person? It should be whatever I tell him, it's as though you're telling me. It's not going anywhere. That's the problem now. A lot of people, you in bed with your enemy and don't realize it. If you feel like you got to hold back or you got to watch what you do or say around this person, you with the wrong person. Sometimes the person closest to you be your worst enemy, and you know it deep down inside, but you ignoring it for some reason. There shouldn't be nothing you can hold back. If you feel like that person your enemy, leave the relationship.
Because you have no trust to have sex with them, but you can't have a conversation in front of them. That's crazy to me.
I mean, I agree. He's in you raw every night, but you can't let him hear a conversation. That's backwards. That's backwards.
I get what y'all are saying from that end. Because yes, the person that you're with should absolutely be someone you can trust. If you're talking about something, they're not going to go tell the person. They're not going to tell anybody, of course. But like, I'm just trying to see, is there ever a line of respect for your friend? If your friend says something and says, you know what, can you please just not tell anyone? Are you going to be like, man, forget you, friend, I'm telling my man? Like, I'm just wondering, and I'm not saying whichever way y'all choose to do, it's whatever, but I'm saying I get it from the man standpoint. Yes, I can trust my man. If I'm talking about whatever in front of him, who is he going to tell? Like, this is just not a thing. Like, that's no consequence. It's not even.
And I think
is there respect for your friend if your friend says, can you please not tell anyone this? Now, we're not talking about you in the same room having a conversation, and yes, you trust that if you're around, like Logic said, they're, whatever. I'm talking about specifically if someone tells you, please don't tell anyone this. This is very important that you keep it a secret. Don't say anything. And it's
your man shouldn't be anyone though. Your man should not be anyone and any old body. That's what I'm saying.
No,
like, it's not anyone. It's him.
I'm not saying I agree.
Not tell anybody. Why is your man anybody? He's not anybody.
That's saying other than yourself.
She's not. I don't think she's saying it that way.
Your friend's boundary. I'm not talking about your man. I know you're the man, because my man.
That's what I'm saying. The man is trustworthy. It shouldn't be separate. It shouldn't be separate. You're separating the two. It shouldn't be separate.
Okay, so then would you tell your friend
he should never count as other people or outside people? You see what I'm saying?
Would you be love your friends in my eyes?
Would you be transparent with your friend and say, you know what, I'm gonna tell my man because we're one?
I mean, she should know that. It should be unspoken. Like, is this woman in a relationship? Does she understand the dynamics of it? If she understands, then it would be a two-way street. I know that what I tell you, your man probably know too. Who is that unrealistic? Like, if you know this is my guy, this is my dude, you know what it is. We don't have to sit and say every time, well, I'm going to tell my guy. Like, come on, that. If you have a guy, the same thing. This is why it's hard to be in a relationship and have single friends, because she might find an issue with that when that's really just the way that relationships go. And if your girlfriend understands that, it's not even going to be an issue. She gets it. Why is it a problem?
Yeah,
It's crazy because at the beginning we just spoke about how long-term relationships and these relationships only last in a hot minute, and now y'all sitting up here telling me y'all telling these people every
But
single
whether you
thing
together
about
or
every
not, just
single
because
thing.
even if it
And
doesn't
you're
work
not
out,
saying
that
my
person should
husband.
still
You're
be
not
so
saying my
solid to
husband.
where
You're
they're
saying
not
my
going to tell
man.
your business because y'all not
He's not
together
even
no
your.
more.
He's
Together
not
or
even.
not, the loyalty
Y'all
should
not even
stay.
together.
It should not be we didn't work out, so now I'm gonna tell your business. What the hell? Like whether you're together or not, of course,
Right,
you
but
should
this is
continue
real
with your
life,
good
and
faith.
people do that shit. What are we
No,
talking
but look,
about?
look,
We're in a
Kay,
world
That's
of
see,
crazy though.
man,
That's
Hold on,
so
Lodger, hold
low
on, Lodger, hold
vibrational
on.
though.
Okay,
That's so
all
low
right.
vibrational.
not
I
really.
have
It's
a, I have a, I have a
realistic.
question. So, if you, and this is for anyone, if you were to tell your mom or your dad something, and you're like, "Mom, I need to talk to you, woman to woman," or "Dad, I need a man's advice. I don't want my mom. No, don't tell mom, please." Are you expecting your parent to tell the other parent?
Yep, they for sure will. I know them. I
Yes.
know my parents.
Come
They gonna
on,
be
yes.
like, don't say nothing.
And they're gonna
Can you
say,
say
"Don't
this?"
tell them I told you."
Exactly.
Yes, they're gonna tell.
It's their marriage. They are one. What do you mean? Like, even though it's me and my
It's
mom.
a question. It's
still
a
my dad.
question. It's not what. It's just a question.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
they're gonna tell. They're gonna tell.
I mean, y'all, it's y'all lives. Y'all can do that. That's
No, okay.
Yeah, but they're gonna tell.
Exactly.
It's just not realistic to me, man. It's like my partner shouldn't be privy to every conversation that I have, and I damn sure don't want to be privy to every conversation that two of your girls is talking about in that group chat, especially if it's about me. Again, we sitting up here speaking in ideals, but facts are people go through things in relationship, and sometimes you need to blow off steam. And that doesn't mean that you're not communicating it with your partner. We just argued about it for 6 fucking hours. I'm going to my boys to get a different perspective. And again, if I'm talking and I'm still mad, I may say some shit again that shouldn't be taken literal. And as the guys, they gonna know that it's not gonna be taken literal. But if your girl see it, she's gonna take it personal. That's a fact. So no, I don't want her privy to a conversation that I'm having in my group chat with the gang. And in terms of what y'all talking about, telling friends business. No, I wouldn't want to do that either, because say one of my dudes go out here and act a fool one night, start wilding. I tell her this. Now every time bro come around, it's awkward energy because she done took it personal, looking at bro bad because he done had a off night. No, I don't really want you hanging around like that type of shit. So now it's gonna breed a bit of dissension, and I feel like that's unnecessary. Bro had an off night. Again, it's just some shit that should just be left alone. Like I don't want to be privy to every conversation you having. And you shouldn't be privy to every single conversation that I'm having. But in terms of like cheating,
one at a time. I ladies gonna let the men chime in a little bit.
No, fuck that. First of all, I ain't talking to none of my homeboys about my chick. Not one of them. Not one of my homeboys is gonna know nothing that go on in my household.